Coming to you straight from Open Goal headquarters in Times Square, New York. You're tuned in to Open Goal. I'm Joe.
And I'm Dave. We have a special guest with us today, Andres.
Hello, everyone. Joe,
Andres.
Dave, thank you for letting me jump on board for this really special Derby event.
Thanks for coming in.
I'm excited to be here. I almost cursed.
Glad to have you.
So excited I am.
You should be, because we have a very special episode to talk about here today. We got a lot to talk about for this second edition of the capital T Hudson Derby.
It's definitely one of the more exciting weeks of the year. We're talking about the Red Bull New York game, for those of you who don't know what the Hudson Derby is. And this week it features a very hot city coming in with a couple wins in a row. And Red Bull, who did win midweek, but overall have been struggling the last couple weeks.
A lot of dynamic going on to this matchup here, right in the middle of the season for MLS. The Red Bulls are 3 points over New York City FC right now in the table, and they still have one game in hand, so they're in a pretty good position. New York City FC, though, they're on a 3-game win streak, right? And even better than that, when was it? I think we could add one more, right, to that unbeaten streak.
Yeah.
Right.
I believe it's 4 unbeaten in a row.
Right.
We started off horribly, and now here we are finally facing the Red Bull at Yankee Stadium on a good note.
Yeah, bring them to our house.
Let's do it.
Riding high in confidence for sure. Should be
First thing that came to mind for me with all these city wins in a row was if you follow us on Twitter, you'll know that I thought it was hilarious that at some point, I think it was game 11, City had more tattoos than wins. There was 2 tattoos that were very famous.
or infamous.
Or infamous.
What have you.
On social media, and at that point, City only had 1 win. But at this point, maybe those tattoos are justified. Maybe they're in for a good year.
Hey, we've got a total of 4 wins.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. You can say it was premature getting those tattoos, but maybe they are diehard fans and they predicted the future.
Maybe.
Now they're here, now they're there.
Jason Christ said it's a 100-year plan.
There you go.
That we're being here. So.
Jeez. That's a long time.
That's a long time. Hey, we're here to stay, though. That's for sure.
My tattoo is here to stay as well. I just can't. It's in too intimate of a place. I can't show it.
It's not for YouTube.
Not to
It's not
everybody.
for YouTube.
I've seen it. I've seen it. But maybe we could talk about that in the private.
What?
I wouldn't worry.
All right. I just bet you guys.
But Red Bulls New York on the other side of the coin, battling a little bit of a skid. They did win over Salt Lake, but they had some unfortune there for a few games in a row. Dave, how many was that?
There was 5 games in a row there that we did not win.
I know how that feels.
we know very well. We could double that maybe. Actually.
But with the midweek win, the Red Bulls found themselves at 100% mediocre at 5-5-5.
Hey, there you go.
Which
new season.
Which is good enough for 6th place right now in the East. So, not happy, but definitely feeling okay to be in the playoffs right now.
Well, it's a decent position to be in. I guess that 5-plan skid was part of the new sporting director of Red Bulls, Ali Curtis. Was that part of his plan?
Ali
His
Curtis,
300-page plan?
Not everyone is aware of Ali Curtis' 300-page plan. I don't think many people would read it, even if it was available to the public.
I skimmed it.
But I think a losing streak has to be somewhere. And the 300 pages, there's a lot of information in it.
I want to say it was about page 97 and 98. I can't recall exactly. Again, it's just a skim.
Yeah.
Quick little
No clip notes
through there.
You had to actually get the whole book.
You can't find it. It's not no coverage on Wikipedia on that one yet either. But maybe there will be a wiki leak for the 300-page.
It'll be a big scandal.
Right. After win the cup.
There we go.
Right. So maybe in another 20 years? Or I don't know. I'm not sure yet. So we'll see how long it takes for the Red Bulls to win the cup.
We'll see.
I love your smart. Sorry, I love that.
One thing that will be pretty cool this weekend is a sold-out Yankee Stadium. that the official
That's predictions.
sellout hasn't been said yet, but
Right.
we're thinking it's pretty close.
Right. Rumors are that New York City will sell out 50,000 to capacity for a soccer match, more than a baseball match.
I mean, when was the last time there was a match in Yankee Stadium sold to almost 50K? I don't remember the last time the Yankees
I don't
made
even
playoffs, but it must have been during that time. But and for soccer,
For soccer,
that's awesome.
to double up Red Bull Arena capacity, that's something.
It's
Mid-season.
impressive. It's impressive. Not only will they, I guess, double Red Bull Arena's seating capacity, they'll also double the obstructed view seating, or the awkward view seating.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some. Okay, yeah, but we'll see. Right now, there have been 40,000 confirmed tickets sold by the club. They've confirmed that. We'll see what happens by Sunday, a couple days from now. So,
What we'll also see Saturday night is what color Empire State is. Even as a Red Bull fan, I have to guess it'll be some shade of blue. It's not looking too good if you look at the social media analytics.
Yes.
I think Andres has been following that.
I won't tweet again because it might be the 30th time I did this hour. But seriously, it doesn't matter if the Empire State Building turns blue. If we lose this game, New York will be red because this is our only home game in Yankee Stadium. So let's go
Right.
in blue.
yeah, I mean, the other two matches against the Red Bulls are back in New Jersey. The Empire State lighting up blue would be cool, but it's obviously a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
And, one thing that we're looking at for this match is the superstars playing well. Mix is certainly getting involved in the offensive side for both the national team and City. And Villa is finally finding goal. That's what they pay him the big buck for, to find goal.
Right. Mixed discreet, a little slow start, some might say, for the club. He got his national team call-ups, and he started
Finding his form.
really finding it,
Yeah.
absolutely. And, mixed it in. He's playing a lot recently with the European matches, and then coming straight back to New York and playing as well for the club, and he's showing very well. But David Villa, the Spanish superstar with the stats to back it up, 4 goals in 4 matches recently.
It's what we're paying him for, right?
I would hope so.
We're paying these tickets. You're paying your number 1 DP right now. No Lampard, no Pirlo.
Not yet.
But
not yet.
you need him to step up and score these goals, and he's finally doing it at a time that's convenient for us.
Absolutely, and the rest of the team behind him gelling very
Yes.
well, it seems.
Yes.
And also, the City Football Group flexing their muscles, bringing in some more Spanish speakers for David Villa.
Yeah, I believe Angelino is one of our newest signings who should appear starting next month. Shea Facey's loan has been extended.
To the end of the season. He's also from a youth from Manchester City, and Ireola, who's also a fullback with Angelino, both Spaniards. Ireola did play with David Villa at some point, so there's some connection other than the same lingo, and hopefully
Other than Pablo Alvarez.
let's not go there.
Maybe,
But hopefully that improves our team.
maybe
Absolutely.
Villa's got a spare bedroom in his pen.
Well, I'm pretty sure he does.
Does he get a buddy pass to his English lessons? Maybe, I don't know.
Listen by the next.
So a lot of excitement on and off the pitch for New York City.
Yeah.
A lot of moves.
Yep.
Same with Red Bulls though. Sasha Clarkson with the somewhat controversial red card.
Yeah,
Coming back though.
being at the stadium, it was definitely frustrating to see the red card. Looking at the replays, probably deserved, but it is given an opportunity for the Red Bulls to look within for some answers. Long is definitely stepping up pretty big with a goal in that game and decent play against Salt Lake midweek. Sean Davis, a crowd favorite, with his high SAT scores going to Duke, and also his pretty smart play on the field is looking pretty good. So
A lot of natural homegrown young talent for the Red Bulls. Can't really say too much about their academy system, can we?
no, it's definitely it's always been recognized as one of the better academies in the league. but I think it's hopefully going to show by the end of this season there with some depth.
So how many players from that academy came to the American national team?
Well, if you look at right now, Miazga is playing in the under-20,
Okay.
which is pretty impressive. He was definitely pretty solid at the back.
Absolutely.
And then you definitely have like other guys who've come through the Red Bulls Metro Stars organization, such as Josie Altidore, who's impressive.
Pretty good.
It's good.
Impressing with Toronto right now. But if we focus, on the Red Bulls themselves, I think they're more focused than ever on bringing that talent through the first team.
Well, we'll see, because this match has got some big implications for both clubs. Maybe we'll see some young talent. We're obviously going to see a lot of veteran experience, like we did in the first edition of the matchup at Red Bull Arena. How do you boys think this compares to that first volume earlier this season?
My first time at Red Bull Arena for an MLS game was amazing. I mean, we were there dressed out in blue.
Absolutely.
There was way more Red Bull fans than I knew I expected to be there, but great atmosphere. Unfortunately, we lost the game. I'm expecting that to be ×2 and have the opposite, hopefully opposite result.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to me, earlier in the season, like I said on our episode to cover that edition, to me, it was more about proving that we're here to stay and we're here to play with the big boys and we're here to ball. But this one, it carries some table implications as well. We want to put ourselves into a good position for the playoffs. We're obviously out of the U.S. Open Cup. That's a different story, different episode. But we want to make sure we're in a good position here for the MLS. What does it mean for the Red Bulls, Dave?
I think it's definitely pretty big for the Red Bulls. They have to show that they're still the better team in New York, which they showed in the first game. Their positioning in the table kind of shows that. I mean, there's a bunch of teams in the middle. 3 points can be huge right now. For positioning, I am pretty confident Red Bulls fan. I'm thinking they pull this out. Small field, lots of goals. 3-2 for the Red Bulls.
Ouch.
That's a high-scoring goal.
That is.
Game. Sorry, yeah.
If you look at Dave's predictions, he likes a lot of goals. But he's been pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good so far.
Okay.
I think he's edging me in our predictions. Personally, I will say 2-1 New York City FC. I think we bang it out late. And the 50,000 fans that will be there, hopefully will propel us to 3 points.
Yeah, I feel like now that I'm the third person here, I need to break you guys in between and choose one side or the other. I'm going to go for a tie. Sorry, guys. Sorry, NYCFC.
That's fair.
It's going to be a 1-2 score after halftime, and we're going to score a second goal to tie the game, and it's going to feel like a win. 2-2.
A moral victory.
A moral victory.
Yes, those are important as well. I don't know where those are in the MLS standings, but
we'll take them for New York City, though. I can say
it's
that.
somewhere all the way to the right. Keep scrolling.
We've taken them before. I'm going to be there. Dave's going to be there with me. Andres will be there, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
Andres will be a little closer to the action. We waited too long to get our tickets.
He's got much better seats than us. But I'm going to forfeit my supporter section season ticket
Good man.
to be with Dave and some of our other friends. And we're going to be tweeting some of our opinions and our points of view, I guess, if you will.
Okay. Cool.
So you can follow us on Twitter. Make sure you follow us there. You can also check us out on Vine. We might hopefully show you a little preview, a little video snapshot of some action. And of course, you can always subscribe here to our YouTube channel. I think it's
subscribe button
somewhere around here.
Yeah.
And of course, we're on Instagram. Everything you can follow us on is at OpenGoalNY or Open Goal. And I guess we'll see you guys in the Bronx on Saturday. Excuse me, Sunday.
Sunday.
The day
Sunday.
off.
Sunday.
So excited.
And eventually we'll see you in Hudson.
Until then, we'll see you in the Bronx.